The Basketball Hall of Fame, where the game's greatest legends live forever. Conceived by Dr. James Naismith, the game has given us so much. The Rhode Island Rams rocking and rolling, off to their best start in a decade and a half. Taking on a Temple tough team that sees it scoring at a whole new level. Enter Jamal Mashburn Jr. It's time for Tilt 2. The lights out, but the spotlight soon. Temple and Rhode Island match up at the Mass Mutual Center. And welcome to our broadcast table. Alongside the coach, Pete Gillen, I'm John Sadak and our CBS Sports crew. These are two teams, coach, that really love to fly up the floor.
No question, John. Rhode Island is one of the best teams in the A10, record of 10-1. St. Bonaventure's 12-1. They fly up and down the court, as you said. They chucking and ducking, heaving and leaving. 86 points a game, John. Unbelievable. You need a neck brace to watch this game. 37% for three-point land. And Temple also likes to run. 77 points a game, okay? But Temple is more of a one-man band. Jamal Mashburn Jr., 21 points a game. This game is going to be fun.
Dynamite point guard play for Rhode Island, but a bit of a question due to injury. Sebastian Thomas hurt his foot in a double overtime loss to Brown 2 games ago. Did not play last time out against Central Connecticut. He will go and start here tonight.
Tremendous players. Sebastian Thomas from Rhode Island leads the Rams with 17 points a game. He also leads the A10 in assists and steals per game. He can score on all 3 levels, knock down a 3, get into the lane, assists. He's a special player. Really does a great job.
He does that for Archie Miller's Rams. Meanwhile, for the Temple Owls, Adam Fisher's biggest addition comes with a big-time name, and he can get buckets. Jamal Mashburn Jr.
Jamal Mashburn Jr., tremendous player, 21 points a game. He's a king of the mid-range. He gets in there, under control, he stops, boom. Analytics don't like it, but Jamal Mashburn Jr. loves it. Tremendous player. He can create for himself or his teammates. He's real, but mid-range is him. He's a king in the mid-range. Was at New Mexico before for 3 years, doing a great job for the Owls right now.
Owls flying high, seek a 4th straight victory against a former conference compatriot. But their longtime rival trying to close out one of their best non-cons ever. 73rd all-time meeting, Rhode Island and Temple. Relatively nearby journey for the Rams, a greater trek for Temple. Take a look at our starters. Jamarcus Lawrence had filled in for Thomas as the point man. He's having a career year, shooting it from deep for the Rams, while Steve Settle III was a huge part of Temple's huge run. They had a rough year, finished in a tie for last in the American, but went to the title game mostly on his play. That was for Adam Fisher, who was then in year 1, now serves in year 2. Fresh off the 2000th win in Temple history, his Owls now play their 3rd game in 7 days, taking on Archie Miller, who's in his 3rd campaign for the Rams. 2 years ago, coach, in his debut URI season, he won 9 games all year. This year, double-digit wins before the end of December for only the 3rd time in Rhode Island history.
He's doing a fabulous job, as you mentioned, 3rd year. Right now, 10-1, a tremendous record. Beat their big rival, Providence Friars, recently. They've done a great job early, and credit Archie for really rebuilding a program in his 3rd season.
So we'll get the tip. First time these teams have matched up since March of 2013. Temple has claimed the last 7 consecutive matchups and has a gaudy lead in the all-time series. Temple wins the tap. It's Owl ball. Here's Lynn Greer III, playing just his 3rd game. He was suspended the first 9. Gives them a point guard.
Rhode Island starts man-to-man, which they play most of the time.
Greer. Give opposite, out of bounds. Settle couldn't handle. Rhode Island ball. There's a Rams team that started 9-0 for the first time in 77 years. Last time they turned that trick, that's when the Naismith Hall of Famer Frank Keeney, who literally invented the Rhode Island Keeney Blue, was their head coach.
Yeah, he's a legend.
Fire inside. Post touch, but no bucket for Javonte Brown. Mashburn. Creating on the dribble, has a switch. Mashburn puts it up. Won by the Rams.
Rams want really quick tempo. Temple will run, but Rams want the game in the 80s and the 90s. Temple would like to have a game in the 70s.
Lawrence bounces inside to Brown, and he gets fouled. Rhody with his first. Now, this is a Temple team that is quite familiar with Rhode Island. These Owls at 7-4 on the year, fresh off a narrow nipping of Davidson. Beat the Wildcats by a skinny point.
It was a great win for the Temple Owls, beating Davidson. A much improved Davidson team.
They have 57 wins all time against Rhode Island. That's over the first 72 matchups. Some big ones in the A10 championship. Temple took the game at 88. Rhode Island won the matchup on a crazy shot by Lamar Odom in 1999.
Lynn Greer, as you mentioned before, right? He missed first 9 games with a suspension. Big addition as a point guard.
What does he give him? Here he is getting a bucket.
You heard us talking about him, John.
What does he give them?
Good player.
Indeed. Put it up. Little short, out of bounds, and it's Rhode Island ball. Last touch went to Aiden Tobiason, a very long freshman who's getting more minutes for the Owls of late. Thomas calls the break. Brown, the lead for Thomas, into the corner, quick three, Lawrence, off iron, Brown board.
Wow.
He had 3 cherry and white jerseys around him, and he still grabs and puts it home.
Yep. Not a big score, but big hoop for the Rams.
Greer comes to the ball. Tobiason lead for Mashburn. 10 to shoot. Rhody, end line, air ball.
Good defense by Brown, contesting a shot.
Transition, the trail 3. David Green on high, having a brilliant year.
Yeah. I love watching David Green play. I saw him play Yale in person at Rhode Island. He was 6 for 11 from downtown, so terrific player.
Settle, steps back, responds, snap twine. Rhode Island, one of the best fast break teams in the country. Green glides to the cup and puts it home.
Yeah.
You can see an eye roll from Adam Fisher. He knows that that's coming at times. Greer. He was allowed to practice during that time he was suspended, but how does that time off the floor impact him now?
That hurts a lot. Once again, the timing. Is Green again, downtown. Excellent three-point shooter. He struggled last game, but can score on all 3 levels. Knock down a 3, get to the rim, but we just saw it. He's got a good mid-range game. David Green, terrific player for the Rams.
Lawrence give to Green. Backing in. Goes strong. And a great boxing board there by Rhody. Owls have won 3 straight. They are 7-4 on their season. They are great at getting to the line. In fact, both teams live at the line. We could see a lot of free throws. Tobiason, a little short. Thomas, his first action since that foot injury. End line drive. Grain in the lane giveaway. Greer, Euro, rejected away whistle.
Here we go in transition. Nice Euro step. Got fouled. 2 free throws now for Greer the third.
Foul to Green, his first. Couple of subs to the table for Temple. Shane Dezzoni gets some big-time minutes. Transfer from Vandy. Elijah Gray had a huge performance last time out against Davidson, brought in from Fordham. Greer converts, only his second free throw attempt on the young year, a 77% shooter a season ago. The very rare move within the city of Philadelphia from St. Joe's to Temple.
Yeah, it's very different. Right now, everybody goes. Scramble eggs, people are transferring all the time.
Jaleel White went to LaSalle from Temple. So he hits them both, and here comes Thomas.
Leading scorer for the Rams right now, 17 a game, Sebastian Thomas.
Brown.
Henrican High School in Providence, Rhode Island.
Green was briefly tied up, lost it off Temple, out of bounds. We'll get a timeout on the floor. A 1-point game. Green getting a few buckets of his own. The Rams and Temple playing tight. Skinny point separating the Rams and Owls. Early stages here in Springfield. Our keys to the game brought to you by the Massachusetts Office of Travel and Tourism. What do you see, Coach?
Well, for Temple, a little help from my friends. You know I'm musically inclined. The Beatles, Jamal Mashburn Jr. needs some help. 21 a game. And control the tempo. They want a high tempo, but not crazy. Out for Rams, Born to Run, Bruce Springsteen. That's just one of his top songs. They want to run, 86 a game for the Rams. And Let It Rain threes, 37% from downtown. So we want to run, and we let it rain from downtown for the Rams.
The Rams, top 20 of the country in scoring. They're up 13 a game over last year for Archie Miller. That means its own challenge for a Temple club that is excellent defending inside the arc. They are top 40 in the country in two-point field goal defense.
No question, they're doing a great job, but they're running, as you know, because of Sebastian Thomas. Came in, he was there for 2 years at Rhode Island, then he went to Albany for a year, and now he came back, so he's the key.
Well, it seems like there's been a concerted effort to get Javonte Brown the ball inside early.
Yeah, well, good big guy. He gives him trouble. He's getting the ball too deep. Can't let a guy get that deep.
Mashburn off the Gray screen, doubled. Reversal anticipated. Thomas tips it out of bounds. And you can feel the fire. I think he felt he should have snatched it clean.
Yeah. He's quick. He's their guy. He makes them go. He's their catalyst. I don't know what the word catalyst means, but I'd use some big words with you, John, because you're very smart.
Well, it's a good sign for Archie Miller in Rhode Island, right, that he's able to sprint that way. He had hurt that right foot.
Yeah, he looks fine. He's a guy. He's their key guy. Tremendous player, Sebastian Thomas.
Mashburn has no points yet. Has one field goal try and miss. Dezzoni. Down the lane, and one! He'll go on House as his first.
Heck of a drive. Strong, little bump. Terrific finish. By Traore. Here's the correction.
Well, Shane Dezzoni coming off a huge showing against Davidson on Wednesday. 30 seconds left of the game. He got a big block of his former prep teammate in Reed Bailey, Davidson's top scorer. Ran the floor and then threw down a go-ahead dunk as they came back from down double digits.
Great win for the Owls over Davidson.
With the weave action, Thomas an extra step. That's a travel. And he seems confused, but he clearly took 3 steps there.
No question. Good call.
So here comes Quante Berry, Providence import.
Yep.
He had 11 and 26 off the bench last time out.
Yep.
Mashburn stepping back. That's what he does. He'll go to the line. Hey, you had talked about it. Analytics say that's a bad shot. And generally it is, but he makes them at such a high rate.
If you make it, it's not a bad shot. You know, they're all line drives in a book. You get a check swing and you do a great job. The Cincinnati Reds is a play-by-play. A check swing, single's a single. A bloop is a bloop. So if you can make them, you take them. But once again, sometimes analytics, some of those guys are great, but some of them never put on a basketball pair of shoes in their life, right? And they try to tell you what to do.
Foul to Lawrence his first. Mashburn on his third school. Began at Minnesota, went with Patino over to New Mexico. An outstanding scorer.
Yeah, he did a great job in New Mexico. Had a few of his games. He was tremendous for the Lobos.
Brown, lead for Thomas. 3 ball, got it. Jamarcus Lawrence has played his best basketball these last few games.
Yep.
And he's played a lot. He played 44 minutes in the double overtime game against Brown with Thomas Hurd. He played all 40 minutes against Central Connecticut. 3-ball, rainbow, oh, beautiful from Settle. Brown, the lead for Lawrence, disrupted and taken away by Temple. Here's Mashburn.
Not a good pass, threw it by his ankles.
Over Thomas, contested two, a miss. Rebound, Gray. Puts it home. Thomas on the run, floats it up, and in. That's what he does.
He can score on all three levels. Sebastian Thomas, one of the best guards in the A-10.
David Fuchs rests against the table, ready to sub in. Floater for Berry off. Brown wins it. Thomas 3 dimes already in this game. Out of the corner. Good boxing board for Gray. Mashburn wants the ball. He has Lawrence right on him. Zoni to Gray.
They want to do make Rhode Island play some defense. Rhode Island wants a track meet.
For 3.
Whoa.
Got it. Another triple try. True for Settle.
How about that 6'10" guy knocking it down? Most big guys want to shoot threes, John. They don't want to go in the lane. They're afraid to get a disease.
He had a critical 3 to tie it with a minute left against the Wildcats. Green misses. Mashburn gets a step with the screen. Shot short. Lawrence able to settle it. Oh, Brown wanted it. Late pass tip to take it away. Zoni cuts off the gliding bucket.
Transfer from Vanderbilt. Both these teams love to run.
Subs at the table for both teams. Brown clutched at and fouled by Gray. He tugged on the back of his jersey.
Here we go. Bruce Springsteen would love to see this one. Born to run. Settle from downtown. 6'10". No problem. Attacking the basket. Nice move by Zoni. Rams, 6-point lead. Temple, 6-point lead.
A trigger to come here from Jaden House. Into the game comes David Fuchs, who is an impactful post presence wearing 24. Fuchs screens for Thomas. He cuts to the cup. Gets fed underneath. Bad pass.
He was wide open. Passed a little bit high.
Greer coughs it up. Out of bounds. Temple on a bit of a surge. Settle drilling from deep. Owls flying to a 6-point edge. A trio of coaches enshrined to the Hall of Fame that once patrolled the sidelines of these respective programs. Frank Heaney credited with creating the fast break with Rhode Island back in the day. Harry Litwack, a legend for the Owls, along with John Chaney, took Temple to 5 Elite Eights during his time.
Yeah, John Chaney, a great, great coach. Used to have practice early in the morning, John. 6 o'clock in the morning he used to practice, but he did a great job.
We get word on a look at whether possession was had there. And apparently that's why the timer at 20.
Right.
Well, back here in Springfield, Mass, Archie Miller and Rhode Island. 8-0 on the home floor, 2-0 on neutral floors this year. Well, Adam Fisher and Temple playing their 5th neutral floor game of the year, 2-2 so far of the season. Now, Temple protects the ball incredibly well. but doesn't have a ton of assists on the year. You
Nope.
wonder if the presence of Greer, who's on the floor here, could change that a bit.
No question, John. As we mentioned before, missed 9 games, and he's a pure point guard.
Gray,
Right now,
two-hand shove, and that'll be a foul. That goes on Drisa Traore
Yeah.
as his first.
right now the Owls are shooting 3 for 4 from downtown. Coming into the game, they're only averaging 32% from three-point land. So shooting from Temple has been a big help early in this game.
Entry to Gray. Zoni. Big screen from Stanford. Back to him. End line drive. Feed Stanford. Banker. Thomas gives to the trail man. Jaden House. He carried Rhode Island in the first half against Providence. Kept them afloat when they were down 10 multiple times. Cam Estevez, whistle and foul.
Nice attack in the basket, kicks it in. Nice finish inside. Way to share the basketball for the Owls. We talked to Archie Miller today. He said he's got to get some help, for sure, from Jaden House. Got to do a good job, for sure. All right, it's very, very important. And Estevez, those two guys got to help them off the bench.
They need a bucket here. Out of the corner, Estevez. Not the prettiest of looks.
Nope.
Temple on a 12-2 run, 7 unanswered. Barry surveys.
Go.
The lead for Greer. Fuchs right on him. They let him defend 1 through 5. Zoni pawed at, turns it over. Thomas behind the Fuchs screen. Fuchs wants it, gets fed. Good up fake. Bucket.
Nice pass by Sebastian Thomas. Which again, he's one of the best in the A-10 in assists and steals per game.
Ends a drought of more than 3 minutes for the Rams. Greer knocked out by Thomas. Zoni goes with the screen on a switch. Estevez contested end line J, a miss. Weak side foul over the back there. Duradola his second.
Yeah. Nice pass inside to Fuchs. Thomas to Fuchs. Nice pump fake. Got to do that when you have so many shot blockers. You got to show the basketball. Try to get a three-point play.
Well, Thomas is all 4 assists for Rhode Island. That exceeds the Temple total of 3. But he's on the bench right now. And this is something Archie Miller shared with us. He had planned for today. He wanted Thomas to get more breathers in this game. Lawrence, look opposite. Fuchs, 8 to shoot. He is so physical.
Physical.
Just carves out space.
Yep.
Well, Thomas watching from the pine for now, but look for him to be back in. It's not necessarily a load management thing. It's more about rhythm of the team. Stanford show and shake, gives it away. Whistle and foul. And harm to the pain. Well, Stanford's got his first. Well, turnovers had plagued the Rams early, and now it's Temple returning the favor.
Yep.
Any thoughts on that?
No, I just trying to do too much. Got to calm down. Temple usually only has 10 turnovers a game. They usually take care of the ball pretty good, but you can't get too anxious. Just got to let the offense come to you. Don't try to do too much.
Lawrence doubled. Estevez given the 3. Fuchs collects. What a pass out. House driving on Mashburn. Snaps to Estevez. Extra pass. Lawrence. Fuchs saves it to Greer. Oh, Greer kick. Mashburn for 3. No. He is a much different three-point shooter this year, though.
His percentage is much better, yeah. Over 40%, but missed that one.
Lawrence Banker.
Nice run by the Rams.
It's down to 2. It's a 6-0 run for Rhode Island. Temple has not scored in almost 3 minutes. What's their best offense?
Yep, there we go. Yep. That's Mashburn, 21 points a game. Top scorers in the A-10.
Well, Jamal Mashburn Jr. playing with pops on hand. Sebastian Thomas subs back in. Val Lawrence is his second. So there are now 4 subs at the table for Rhode Island. Mashburn sticks the first and pops on hand, watching proudly.
There he is. Beige windbreaker. Cardinal Hayes High School in the Bronx. Went to Kentucky, played for Rick Pitino. Great player, quality guy.
And he's a childhood friend of the Owls' associate head coach, Michael Huger, was a head man himself at Bowling Green. They played AAU together, first met when they were about 10 years old, part of some legendary AAU teams.
Oh, for sure. New York City. Gauchos and the Riverside Hawks. It was great basketball.
Michael Huger also time with Jim Larinaga at Miami. It's where Adam Fisher cut his teeth during part of his rise.
Yep.
Mashburn lived in Miami. Mashburn Jr. Thomas to Estevez. Just about a whole new unit out there for Rhode Island. Burrell, 6 to shoot. Estevez tumbling down and a whistle. Temple thought a travel, but a foul called unsettled. Now, Temple hasn't hit a bucket in over 3.5 minutes. And still has the 2-possession lead on the Rams. Former conference rivals colliding once more on the neutral floor. Temple the lead on Rhode Island, but let's widen our lens, Coach. What are you seeing across college basketball?
Well, the Gators on a roll. Number 7th in the country, beat North Florida, UConn in a war with Battle of the Dogs, win by 4 against Auburn. Looks like one of the best teams in the country for sure. And UConn, University of Kentucky, against Ohio State coming up. So Kentucky's down by 9 on CBS. So a lot going on today, John. Big day of college basketball.
Yeah, very much. And Archie Miller and the Rams having a brilliant start to their year, but this is a gaudy offense that Adam Fisher's Owls have largely held in check so far.
Yeah, the defense is getting better and better. The Owls have had a lot of injuries, as you know. Right, there's that man again, David Green.
He's got 8 to lead Rhode Island, his second made triple.
Yep. Big basket for the Rams.
Up top, Mashburn in and out. And that's over the backboard and out of bounds for Muhammad Akita.
David Green bumps back, nice screen. Way down, nice follow through. David Green, 15 points a game. Terrific player for the Rams.
Well, he right now is composing the 3rd best outside shooting career in Rhode Island history. He only trails the legendary Carlton Silk-Owens and Tom Garrett on the all-time list.
Yeah, they played for Tom Penders, yeah, years ago.
Backdoor look, Brown, a little behind Thomas, gives it away. And turnovers have been a concern for Rhode Island.
Yep. Yeah, you got to take care of the rock. It's very important.
It's now 8 giveaways for Rhode Island against 4 for Temple. And the Rams have struggled in turnover margin on the year. Out of the corner, 3-ball, a little short. Pinballs to Greer, no-look kick. Mashburn in rhythm. His shot's been a little off. Tyon Farrell. The fumble to Thomas. Nice spin move. House just saved that. Thomas slams on the brakes. Good look to Brown. Two-hand jam.
Almost 7 assists a game. Sebastian Thomas, terrific point guard.
Well, it seems like Rhode Island's best offense has been focused on getting those post touches.
Exactly. Well, he's a big guy. Devontae Brown.
Oh, that was disrupted by House. Numbers for the Rams. Thomas. Transition triple. Timeout Temple. The Rams heating up. They've hit 5 of 7. Thomas coming to life. 8 unanswered for Rhode Island, coach.
Doing a great job defensively. Sebastian Thomas, terrific assist man, finds the big fella. He's a big guy. It's tough to handle him. Right? Devontae Brown, transfer from Western Michigan. Thomas from downtown. Terrific player.
He's already got
scorer right now.
5 and 5 in this game. There's also, though, 5,000 Rhode Island, 6 on Temple. These are two teams that live at the line. There's a lot of time left in this first half.
Yep. No, they love to go off the bounce. They attack the basket, off the bounce, get to the free throw line.
You wonder if Bonus could figure in. Settle. He's had a couple of threes early. Hand off to Mashburn, whose shot has been off. Euro explodes. Jamal Mashburn Jr. with his first made bucket had to been 0 for 6.
Yep. Big hoop for the Owls.
Farrell.
Whoa.
That seemed like 2 hops and he just bounded to the basket.
Yeah. Farrell, terrific finish in traffic.
The Rams have hit their last 5 from the field.
When a team keeps getting into the rim, John, a good thing to do is play some zone. Give them a look, 1 or 2 possessions.
Rear off, Temple wins it. Dylan Bettine. Mashburn calling for a screener. 7 to shoot. Greer put back, no. Taken away. To the rim, right on Brown.
Wow.
Into the corner, extra pass, Thomas wide open. Misses.
We should put a 10-second shot clock, John. I mean, both these teams are letting it fly. They want to go home and see Law and Order reruns, I think, tonight.
Who does that favor?
I think it favors Rhode Island. 86 a game. They play. I think they got more offensive weapons. Here we go. Nice finish. Batiste, very talented young guy.
The last foul to Farrell, his first. Bettine, the Americans freshman of the week after he dropped 16 on Monmouth early in the year. Mashburn, another miss. Are these good looks?
Yeah, well, they contested him.
House floats it up off.
I think he's pressing a little bit, Mashburn Jr., I think. You know, his dad sees it, so I think he's a little anxious. Pass.
And forges a tie.
Right now, these teams think defense is a town in South America, John.
Floater is there. I got to think that'll be part of the messaging on each side, right?
Yeah. That's why I like his own little change of pace. Both these teams in a tremendous offensive rhythm.
Berry. Out of bounds. Green able to put it home, showing he can do it from outside and inside. Rhode Island, the narrow lead on Temple. The Owls mourning a major loss. The passing of one of the Owls' greatest, Bill Milkby, the Owl without a vowel, holds the NCAA record, 54 straight points scored in a game. Still holds the Temple single-season scoring record. He was lost late last week at the age of 93.
That's it. Great player for the Owls.
And a great American who went on to serve in the Army as a dentist.
Yep.
Played pro ball as well. A dominant scorer for a proud basketball program. Temple all-time 33 NCAA tournament appearances and made history. The 2000th win in program history on Wednesday.
Great tradition for the Owls. Harry Litwack was a great coach there. Don Casey, tremendous tradition. Mark Macon, great tradition.
Mashburn kick, 6 to shoot. Settle, Dezzoni, it's heel. The Rams getting hot. They have hit 6 of their last 8. On high, 3-ball rim and glass miss for Traore. What is it about these looks for Rhode Island?
Well, the transition right now, Temple's not getting back quick enough, John. They're not talking on defense. I think the pace might be bothering Temple a little bit. Rams want to play a super quick pace. Temple likes to run, but not quite a fever pitch the way Rhode Island likes to play.
Thomas, that underhand cup shovel. Farrell 10 to shoot. Fuchs flies to the ball. High-low lob taken away by Dezzoni. Dezzoni kick, Settle. End-line drive, pawed at off his leg, out of bounds. Rhode Island ball. And that said, Temple's played probably its most disjointed basketball these last few minutes, and yet it's only Rhode Island by 2.
Yeah, no, right, they're hanging around.
Thomas feeds Fuchs. Farrell muscles, misses, settles, and gives it away 2-7.
Refs are letting them play. I think that favors Temple.
What do you want to see in a Temple possession?
Well, I'd like to see him go inside a little bit. Let him touch the ball inside. Mashburn hasn't going quite yet.
A little short. Mashburn just 1 of 9 from the field. One of the top scorers in the country.
Yeah. Credit the defense by the Rams.
Estevez show and shake. Thomas rhythm 3. In and out, Settle. And after it was points galore, each team having trouble getting it to go down.
Yep.
Settle ends that. He's the first to double figures. He's now 4 of 4 from outside.
Yeah, 6 for 10. Big guys want to go outside, John. They don't want to go into the lane. They're afraid they're going to get malaria.
Kick up top. Off iron. Barry bumped. Coming up, AT&T at the half. Brent Stover, Roy Hibbert, John Rothstein, Chris Walker will get you caught up on all the action of college basketball, plus first half stats and highlights. It all heads your way on AT&T at the half.
Got a terrific game. Very important game, John, because both teams are heading into conference play. They want to go in with a little bit of confidence and some momentum.
Well, the last foul went on Tyon Farrell as his second. Barry, 62% this year, 73 a season ago at the line, misses. Traore's got it. Thomas crosses. House. Spooks cuts to the rim. House puts it home.
Yeah. Very aggressive player, House.
That's his first bucket of the ball game. It snaps an 0 for 4 drought for Rhode Island. This has been back and forth. Very great fade. Rim rocker from Batee.
Heck of a finish. He's a freshman, 6'8" freshman.
40 seconds. Fuchs wants it. House releases up top, in and out. Timer off. You holding?
Yeah. Hold it for one shot now, the Owls. I'd run a pick and roll with Greer, try to get to the rim. If they overplay, kick it out for a 3. I'd go to the basket about 7 seconds ago if I'm Temple.
Greer inside of 10. At 5. At 3, Greer. And no shot. They had nearly 30 seconds and don't even get a shot.
Waited too long. Bad decision.
So it's a 1-point game at the break. Temple with the lead. Let's take a look.
Throw it home, Petit, throw it home. Pick and roll. Good execution by the Owls.
No, Temple and Rhode Island, just a skinny point separating them here and now. On the other side, it'll be AT&T at the half. We head to New York City for a look at the full landscape. The Rams, David Green, doing it from deep. Archie Miller and company flying at times up the floor. The Owls, though, with the edge. It's 36-35. Back in Springfield, Mass, the first half stats brought to you by the Massachusetts Office of Travel and Tourism. 9 giveaways for the Rams. They only average a dozen per game. Temple +6, 8 points off turnovers. Welcome back courtside alongside the coach, Pete Gillen. I'm John Sadak. Coach, what'd you see?
You hit it, John. The turnovers, once again, 11-5, points off turnovers, Temple favor. Did a great job. And Rhode Island right now is struggling from downtown. 4 for 15, 27%. They usually shoot 37% from downtown. So I think they, look inside more. Get the ball inside to the big fellas. I think if they do that, Rhode Island will be in good shape.
Some of our highlights, Steve Settle doing it from deep for Temple.
Wow, 6'10" guy, John. He's doing great. 4 for 4 from downtown, 12 points. The leading scorer in the game. Still Settle the third from way downtown. Very talented player. 12 points in the first half for Rhode Island. I love this guy, David Green. Jab fake from way downtown, bang, 10 points, 2 for 3 from three-point land. He can score on all 3 levels, so we've got a great game here right now, John.
Well, Rhode Island on the year loves to get to the line, gets a lot of points there, loves to run, loves to score. All of that has been held in check.
Yeah, give Temple credit. They're doing a good job trying to negate some of the things that Rhody likes to do.
And meanwhile, this Temple team has the lead, even though, as you saw in those stats, Jamal Mashburn Jr. has just 5 points on an eye-popping 1 of 9 shooting. Coach, he's too good of a scorer to shoot like that the rest of the way.
Yeah, he's forcing it. He's trying a little too hard. His dad is here, so maybe that adds a little bit of pressure. But I think they got to screen for him a little more. Get him some open looks, John. I think he's trying to do too much by himself. He's a tremendous player, terrific young man. You can see his dad there, over there. His referee blocked his vision a little bit. But I think he'll bounce back. Right there, that's his dad. His hand on his chin. Great player at Kentucky from Rick Pitino and Cardinal Hayes High School in the Bronx. Terrific guy.
And so Mashburn will have the trigger here for Temple.
I think the big thing, the first 4 or 5 minutes of the second half, John, is key to every game. Who's going to grab the game by the throat? As you mentioned before to me, Sebastian Thomas from Rhode Island usually has a great second half. You've seen that happen a few times already this season. Let's see what happens for the floor general for the Rams.
He showed that against Providence. You saw him show that against Yale.
Exactly.
Brown wants the ball inside. Thomas feeds him. Javonte Brown rejected partially, out of bounds. Rhode Island ball, 13 to shoot.
Thought he got hit. They get the ball, a little bit of body there too. I like that idea, John. Go inside to the big guy early.
Now, Duradola is playing with 2 fouls that carry from the first. Here's Brown. Burrell will fire to Green off the up fake bucket. A dozen for David Green.
Terrific player. He can score inside, outside, put it on the deck. Very versatile.
Mashburn. Offensive foul.
Here we go into the big fella. Nice shot fake. I love the pump fake. David Green, very talented player. Leading scorer for the Rams so far.
Foul to Duradola is his third. He goes to the bench here.
It's been called a lot more. Moving screens, ball screens, or off the ball screens.
We've already had double-digit lead changes in the game. Green bumped by Settle. Help comes, kick. Farrell, wrap around to Brown, drop step, puts it home.
He's tough when he gets the ball close to the basket. As a defender, you got to bump him out, John. Keep him away from the basket.
Elijah Gray was limited to 5 minutes in part due to foul concern. He has 2. Gray 3-quartered by Brown. Comes out to screen, 10 to shoot. Greer twisting on Lawrence, holding the pivot, 5 to shoot. Gray for 3, no, Green's got it. Brown asking for the ball, right hand flush.
I think the message at halftime by Archie says, hey, get the ball inside. Get the ball deep. Can't let a big guy park underneath the rim like that.
Rhode Island's largest lead. Greer, the gliding miss. Brief numbers for the Rams. Thomas wants it. Transition triple. Got it! Rhode Island on fire. Timeout, Temple.
That's what they like to do. They love to run. Push it in transition. Nice pass to the big dog. Get him the ball. Brown with the finish. Finger roll. Here we go. Go inside, young man. Go inside. Rams on a run. Thomas downtown. Money. Stick with us.
Rhode Island with its largest lead of the game. Tomorrow morning, 8 Eastern, get up with your favorite gridiron crew as they deliver the latest highlights and analysis, all leading up to the NFL Week 16 action. Watch that other pregame show here on CBS Sports Network. On the holiday spirit, the Rams have all 9 points since halftime.
Doing a great job attacking since halftime. Rhody 4 for 5. Al's 0 for 2. 9-0 run by the Rams. Once again, we mentioned briefly that start of the second half is a big key to any game. Rams a lot more aggressive.
Now the Owls have subbed in Shane Dezzoni. What does he give him?
I like him. He attacks the basket. He's physical. He can hit the outside shot. He drives well.
Gray, bully ball. Gray to the lane giveaway. Rams on the run. Farrell foul. That'll go on Settle, who is unhappy with the whistle, his second.
Yep. Rams love to run. Good defense leads to offense. Very athletic team, Rhode Island Rams.
So now Farrell to the line. In the first half, the Rams only 1 free throw make in 2 attempts, but they live at the line normally. It's a huge part of what they do.
Yep.
They are top 3 in Division I basketball in free throw attempts and makes per game. Only Mizzou makes more free throws per game than Rhode Island.
Wow, amazing. No, because they're quick, athletic, they run a lot of possessions. They push it up the floor. Temple's not getting back right now.
Dezzoni. And a whistle off ball. Looks like we'll get Thomas here. That'll be his second.
Temple's got to do is swing the ball, John, side to side and attack off the bounce.
That's where Greer is normally that man. Entry here, though, to Settle.
Yep.
Clear out against Green. Gray was bumped and fouled.
Yep. That's what they got to do. Go off the bounce, get to the free throw line.
Well, Javonte Brown's got his first. And now Gray to the line. He's a 78% shooter. He had missed the first 3 games of the year in concussion protocol. But he shined particularly in the wild win against Davidson on Wednesday. He had 13 points, 18 minutes off the bench. He had what proved to be the game winner with 4 seconds left.
Amazing. Now, great win for the Owls. That's a good Davidson team.
Allowed Temple to become the 6th team in major college basketball history to post 2,000 wins. And their company is pretty exclusive.
Yeah. No question. Little 1-2-2 3/4 court zone press by Temple. They want to do that to have their defense get their offense going with some steals and some deflections.
Thomas, lead for Brown. He is just carving out space and getting some easy shots.
Great pass by Sebastian Thomas, one of the best assist guys in the A10.
Greer, front lip. Thomas tipped to Brown.
And Brown contested that shot.
Brown's got 13 to lead the Rams. He's got 15 to lead the Rams. They cannot stop it.
Get it to the big dog. Let him eat. He's hungry. Can't let him park that deep in the rim. You got to bump him before he gets down there.
Mashburn off the Gray screen. Up fake, Gray. Trying to reverse. Pretty play.
Yeah. Nice move by Elijah Gray.
Thomas slams on the brakes. Kick. Extra pass Farrell. Down the wing, Green. He drives. Bumped and fouled.
Sharing the basketball, Rhode Island Rams. Thomas, nice pass to Brown. Throw it home, big guy. Get it in. Here we go. Here we go inside. The big guy. He's living in the lane. He's got real estate there.
The second half has been a 14-4 Ram run.
Pushing it, scoring inside. The big guy running up and down. He gets down underneath the basket before the defense is set. Three-point shot by Thomas in transition. Unbelievable. Love to run. Bruce Springsteen, the boss, would love to watch these Rams. 86 points a game, all right? Baby, baby, we're born to run. Archie, 16.6 fast break points per game, leads the A10. Bruce would love this team. He'd come watch every home game if he had a chance. Born to run, John. Born to run.
Tramps like them getting it done on the run. Archie Miller outscoring Temple 14-4 this half, his Rams. And they've been so efficient. They've been so many easy near the basket buckets. They're 6 of 7 since the break.
Well, start up the second half on fire, and they're beating Temple down the court. And Javonte Brown, the big guy, standing underneath the rim. Nobody's around him.
Foul to Gray was a fairly big one, so Gray's already got 3. Green cans the first. Green with 13. That's what the presence of Brown has done. And Green hits them both.
Yep.
So Green and Brown alone have combined for nearly 30 points.
Yeah, David Green, transferred from Louisiana Tech, 6'7" senior.
Berry, defended by Thomas. Zoni. Zion Stanford getting his first time in the second half. Gray playing with those 3 fouls. Out of bounds. 4.1. What's the best look here?
Well, what I would run, set a ball screen at the top of the key and roll back. Look for the screen and rolling back. Not much time. There's the screen.
Mashburn trying to fight through, rejected by Green. Thomas on the trot. Alley-oop. Farrell spins and sinks. So many baskets right near the rim.
Baby, we're born to run. 86 points a game for the Rams.
They are now plus 14 in the paint. Mashburn for 3. No.
That's not his strength. I know his percentage is pretty good, but mid-range is his game.
He's now 1 for 11 from the field. Thomas wraparound, surprised and baffled Brown. Disrupted by Temple out of bounds. Sub as House comes in for Lawrence.
Here we go. Good defense. Great block by Green, as you said, John. Here we go. Push it ahead. Forget about it. Nice finish inside. Bang. Farrell with the score.
Temple a few subs, but T is back. Settle is in. Mashburn gets a breather here.
Yep.
He is 1 for 11 for the field, 0 for 4 from outside.
Yep. Well, credit the defense by the Rams.
Entry to Green, corner 3, got it! 17 for Green, his third made triple try. Rhode Island's on fire. The Rams have hit their last 7 from the field.
Yep.
Out of bounds. Temple ball.
Yeah. I think a recent game, David Green was 1 for 7 from downtown, John, right? But he's got the touch this afternoon, this early evening.
It's a 21-4 Rhode Island run. And yes, of course, Temple needs stops, but they also need scores.
Yeah.
They have gone silent. Dezzoni gets one.
Go. He heard you. They're pushing it. Look at this. Right up their neck.
Oh, Thomas gives it away.
Good steal by Berry.
And a forced pass, fine settle, kick corner, Dezzoni loads up, three,
Bang!
got it!
Put the shot clock away. Put it in the maintenance cab. We don't need one.
That's a huge triple as Temple draws back with an 11. A lot of time left in this game, and two teams that get to the line a ton on their respective seasons. Out of the corner, Farrell, yes! Three-point response, and Thomas Clappin trying to ignite that team. Fuchs to the table. Lawrence as well. Three-ball Dezzoni, got it! You can feel the confidence swelling. It's been there all half for Rhode Island. House. Oh, what space from Brown, and Settle closes out. Settle, transition triple. No, Dezzoni. Settle again.
Bang! Fifth triple for Settle. 6-10.
And it's back to single digits. Thomas forced to Brown, taken away by Stanford. 3-on-1. Settle misses. Green's got it.
Giant miss by Temple. Giant.
Chance to draw within two possessions on a 3-on-1. Now 4 subs lie in wait for the Rams. Green. Double comes. He needs help. 7 to shoot. He's pinned. Bad pass. Turns it over. Here comes Temple. Dezzoni. Count it. It's a 6-point game.
I consider a timeout now from Archie Miller. Attacking the basket. No. Great block by Settle. Downtown, Settle. Boom. 5th three for the big fella. Goaltend. Yep.
8-0 run for Temple. It's a 13-3 surge. Did Archie Miller feel something maybe with fatigue, hence all those subs?
Yeah, I think so. We took 4 guys in there now. He's got Lawrence now running the point. Picking out Sebastian Thomas, their outstanding point guard.
Fuchs screen. He's fed. Two-hand jam. Coach, I felt like that was there for Rhode Island a lot in the first half, and they didn't feed him on those dives.
You're right. Those pick and roll. Yep. 2 guys were on the ball, John. Nobody covers the roll guy.
And
Big
Fuchs' feel for that play just feels exquisite. Stanford. Berry, rhythm 3. Yes! Wow. Temple heating up.
I think that rim is twice the size of a regular rim. Everything's going in.
Will step aside. A timeout on the floor, a 61-56 score. As we went to break, we believe a technical foul was assessed, and it looks like it's on Quante Berry. Now, the point seemed to go to the Rhode Island bench on the Tech, but it seems like it was on Berry after he celebrated this shot seemingly toward the Rhode Island bench. Adam Fisher was irate when the call was made, and we're just getting word now about what the call is. It looks like it's a Tech on Berry, seemingly for that point that by that angle seemed to be directed toward the Rhode Island bench. But we'll get the full word here. Is Coach, what you get?
Yeah, unsporting conduct by Berry. He's he didn't call it technical, but he's checking. I think he's talking to the Rhode Island bench after they scored a 3. So you got to keep your emotions under control. Both teams, I know it's yeah, so talking to the Rhode Island bench after they scored. Temple, technical foul on Berry, number 0.
So it'll be Lawrence who goes to the line. Adam Fisher was not happy. Lawrence to shoot 2. He's having a career year, not only from outside, but a career high 89% at the line. Just 3 misses and 26 attempts all season.
And Temple had a great run too. Hurt some momentum for the Owls.
Temple was down as many as 16, clawed back within 6. And now a couple of points of pad for Rhode Island on the technical free throws.
Yep.
So able to pad that lead. Adam Fisher powerless to deny there. And now the Rams also have the ball. No, Lawrence across. And even with that break, it's that second unit that remains in. A miss, weak side one by Settle. Berry was ahead of the field. Settle didn't see him. Berry, defended by House. Berry came from Providence over to Temple, gives it away. House nearly turns it over. That was tipped by Settle, or excuse me, by Stanford. Fuchs screen. Fuchs again was open. Now he gets fed down low. Nice spin. Got too tight underneath and a whistle.
Nice move by Fuchs inside.
So Fuchs at the line, 57% on the year. Mostly started last year. He's been a bench presence this year. Converts the first. Don't miss a Serie A showdown as Atalanta hosts Empoli tomorrow at noon Eastern right here on CBS Sports Network. Stream every match live on Paramount Plus. The foul to Petit, his first. Fuchs hits. Temple ball.
It's a game of runs, John.
So Fuchs with 8 and 3. He hasn't missed from the field. Mashburn on the bench. And Dezzoni hit. That'll be Estevez with his first. So now all that momentum and rhythm of the 2 offenses that had really sparked, seems like it's been ground to a halt.
No question. That technical foul against Temple really hurt their momentum, their rhythm. They cut it to 5.
Settle wide open. Fuchs weak side.
It's the most openings in all night.
Oh, ripped away by Berry. One-on-one with Lawrence. Gets the layup. Petit denies at the cup. Stanford, the no-look bounce.
Wow.
Bucket, other end, Petit. And Temple roaring back.
Game of runs. These guys are all born to run. Bruce would love this game.
From 16 to 5. Lawrence trying to force to Fuchs out of bounds on Temple. Thomas will check back in.
Yep. Nice steal. Berry attacking the basket. Nice stutter step. Nice finish by Berry. Defense getting their offense going. Oh, block by the freshman. Heck of a block that time by Dylan Petit.
So now Thomas to trigger. Is this a move by Archie Miller, seeing the offense?
Great point.
Flat?
Yeah, leading scorer for the Rams. Get their best scorer in there.
And a foul. That'll go on Lawrence. He's got his 3rd.
Here we go. Nice pass. Lawrence. Oh, push off with the elbow. Good call.
Temple has not led since it was 36-35. Berry's been a big part of this, but he could not finish there. Snap it forward, House. Lawrence extra give. Thomas quick load. In and out. Berry.
Thomas is not warm yet. Just came off the bench. He's got icicles on his knees.
Stanford, good up fake, got Fuchs in the air and a foul.
John, you notice when teams pump fake, when they pump fake, right, a lot of times they get the defender up in the air and get fouls. Nice pump fake.
So Stanford at the line, 66% on the year. He did not play last time out against Davidson, a minor ankle issue. He was an all-rookie performer in the American a year ago.
Yeah, good player.
In and out, Fuchs gets the board. Thomas with 10 assists already. He's tied his career high. High-low lob taken away. And then a foul just as Settle was getting the ball. He gets hit by Traore, who's got two, and the fouls are mounting.
Yeah. Temple's doing a little better job recently, John, in front of the low post. Or getting help.
So now Rhode Island hasn't hit a field goal in over 3 minutes.
Yep.
And that's now 6 fouls on the Rams, so Temple is bonus rest of the way.
They got to do, keep attacking the basket off the bounce, swing it quickly, screen, and go to the rim.
Settle. Oh, Berry begging for it on the wing. He gets fed. Puts up the shot. A little short. And then a foul. And that was Thomas who tried to get in on Batee. And that means bonus, the first of the 1-and-1 free throws. That's Thomas's third.
Yep. Yep. Yep, pushed him. Got to screen out, didn't screen out, gave him a push.
Well, Green and Brown are back in for Rhode Island. Here's the first of the 1-and-1s. Batee 73% entering the game. His first attempt of the day is a miss. How did Stanford get that inside of Brown, and he gives it up? Thomas into the corner, Lawrence. Bad pass taken by Stanford. Thomas rips it back. And he gets hit and fouled. Stanford with his second. And that's now 6 fouls on the Owls.
We saw in the first game here, John, if you recall, the Minutemen 0 for 5 from the free throw line in the first half. They could have had a little bit of a lead on Arizona State. Attacking the basket. Turnovers, big part of any game, as well as free throws.
So now Thomas has a chance here, 2 shots to get a points, dimes, double-double. Already has tied his career high with 10 assists. He gets to the line a ton, top 5 in the A-10 in free throw attempts, and he's a solid shooter at 71%.
Okay.
Now Mashburn back in. He had a lot of time to sit there and watch.
Yep. He'll be super aggressive now when he gets the ball.
Rim and in, so bonus rest of the way for both teams.
2-possession game, anybody's game. Keep driving the ball now if you're Temple. Swing it, screen, go to the rim.
Stanford, kick corner, Settle for 3.
Wow.
Yes!
How about Settle, huh? 6'10".
Brown, 2-hand jam. That's the first field goal for Rhode Island in over 4 minutes.
Get the ball inside to the big fella. He's carving out space, John, as you said.
Stanford puts it up. He got fouled. That'll be the second on Estevez.
Keep going to the basket. Attack the basket off the bounce. Good things will happen. Nice pass. Settle. Way downtown. Bang. Easy shot for the big guy. Give it to the big guy. Let the big dog in. Throw it down, big man.
Dr. James Naismith brought us basketball. 1891 It is World Basketball Day. It was December the 21st that he invented it. And you also celebrated the World Game time with Team USA there in 1994. John Sadak, the coach, Pete Gillen. What do you remember from that time, the red, white, and blue?
It was a great honor to be a small part of Dream Team #2 back in 1994. And Don Nelson was our head coach. It was great. We won the gold medal. We beat Russia in Toronto. It was a great thrill for me. Naismith's a little older than me, but I was at junior high. But it was a lot of fun, and I'm very lucky to be a small part of Team USA.
World Basketball Day celebrating also the global impact of this game. Not only the beauty of the game itself, but it has become a worldwide phenomenon.
Oh, yeah, it's unbelievable. It's grown all over the world. And the Dream Team #1, 1992, right? Beat everybody by 50. The teams learned it, watched the game, studied. Now you got great teams all over the world, Europe and all over South America. Basketball is truly a global game. And by USA Basketball, Dream Team #1 in '92, and then our team in 1994. We had Shaquille O'Neal, Reggie Miller. We had some great players, and it was a lot of fun.
2 giant free throw makes. Rhode Island has led this game by as many as 16. Here's the first Temple pressure.
1-2-2, three-quarter court zone press by Temple. They're trying to get their defense to get their offense going.
Oh, active hands. Coach, you were shaping up and ready.
Yeah, I was ready. My hands used to be quick, John, but too many dishes, too much working around the house.
This feels like a critical junction to the game. And you saw the smile there for Quante Berry, who's been a big part of the comeback for Temple.
Yeah.
Now Thomas has 10 and 10 points and dimes for a double-double. Lawrence wants the ball in the wing.
Yeah. I get the ball. David Green or Sebastian Thomas, who I have to shoot it. My 2 best players.
3 to shoot. House clapping corner. Green release at the horn. In and out.
In and out.
And here's Temple, a chance to tie. Mashburn eerily quiet. He's 1 of 11 shooting. A lot of time of the pine in the second half.
He can't force it. Let it come to you.
Gray screen, Mashburn screen, fed on high, up fake, stride inside, got it! His second made bucket of the game. It's a 1-point affair. So much pressure on Rhode Island for this possession as the large lead is wilted to the skinniest of margins. Brown wants it inside, fronted hard by Gray, and a foul. That's going to be 4 on Gray.
Gray's got a tough job, John, as you know, 6'8", going against the big guy, 7 foot.
Do you keep him in?
Yeah, I would keep him in. I'd play him. I gambled a little bit. But that's why I'm on Boot Hill, John. I probably gambled too much as a coach, kept the guys in with foul trouble. But you got to be smart. You got to know your player. Can he play with fouls or not?
Brown at the line, gets it to go.
Well, Devontae Brown feels good about himself.
Now there's a little bit of jawing here on that far side of the lane.
That's good.
Well, Bill Covington just had words with Gray, with Green, and with Berry. As each seemed upset with the other about how they were boxing out there.
That's great officiating. Talk to the players.
Brown hits them both.
2 big free throws by the big guy.
So Brown just a board shy of a double-double. Here comes Temple down 3.
1 possession game. Got a great one here. CBS Sports Network, Springfield, Massachusetts.
Berry up top to Mashburn. He drives. High kiss, miss. Tip is there for Gray. He kept him in. He makes it a 1-point game again. Thomas. Gray getting physical with Brown, who has to come up top. House, feed Green behind the back. Green bumped.
Wow.
Ripped down by Temple, a chance to take the lead. Mashburn,
whoa.
Temple ahead. The first lead of the second half.
King in the mid-range, Jamal Mashburn Jr.
Timeout, Rhode Island. The Owls off the mat from down 16, ahead against the Rams. Temple's first lead since it was 36-35 late first half. And Jamal Mashburn Jr., his second and third buckets right at the heart of it.
Ray with a nice tip in. Here we go. Mid-range game, which he's terrific at.
How are the Stars shaping up in this game? What have you seen from Mashburn and Thomas?
Well, a little more poised by Mashburn Jr. in the second half. Thomas, once again, I'm a little surprised he's not a little more aggressive, but doing a great job with assist shot. 10 assists is phenomenal. So, once again, both are tremendous players. They're going to be a big key down the stretch with 5.5 to go. Who steps up the most, Mashburn Jr. or Sebastian Thomas?
Mashburn, preseason first team All-American, American Athletic Conference, drops 21 points a game. That's third best in that league, just outside the top 10 of the country. Thomas coming off a foot injury, didn't play last time out, averages almost 18 per, does have the 10 dimes, does have 5 turnovers too. So Rhode Island entry trailing for the first time in a long time.
Yep. I get the ball to David Green. Give him a shot.
Thomas doubled and fouled. That'll be Barry. That's his first, and both teams have bonus. So now Thomas, a solid free throw shooter, strides to the line for Archie Miller.
Yeah, you don't want to foul the best player on the Rams in a one-on-one situation if you're Temple.
And when we ask Archie Miller, what does your team do best? He talks about their ability to score. He thinks they have really good individual scorers that can just get the ball in the basket. Front end is in. And because of their style, they do cause problems for the opponent. But he believes the key to their season is how solid they can get rebounding and playing defense.
Yep. You got to play both ends of the court, that's for sure. Archie's a terrific coach. Got an excellent team this year. He's had a great career. His brother Sean, as you know, is a head coach at Xavier, another terrific coach, and his dad was a great coach in Western Pennsylvania.
Mashburn, he just seems to have different confidence. And one! I mean, you could see the body language up the floor. He knew he was getting his shot and a chance at a three-point play.
He knew that a week ago that he was going to shoot. Last 5.5 to go.
And that's a big foul. That's number 4 on Jamarcus Lawrence of Rhode Island. So Mashburn at the line, 74%, and 1. And Lawrence is going to sub out. Rhode Island gets a bit bigger with the 6'6" freshman Tyon Farrell coming in.
Tyon Terrell's a terrific player, but doesn't have the experience of Lawrence.
Now you could see Thomas was just looking up at the big board. I think he was talking about looking at fouls with David Green before that entry. Thomas on the drive.
Got to get a good shot now if you're the Rams. Oh.
And a foul there on Stanford. That's his third. So this will be the last of the 1-and-1s. It's now 9 fouls on both teams. It'll be double bonus rest of the way. So Farrell at the line where he's sub 50%, just 15 of 31 entering the game. He's 1 of 2 today. And he misses front end, Barry Board.
Free throws win a lot of games, John. We saw the first game. It really hurt UMass. Could have had a nice lead against Arizona State if they made more free throws in the first half.
Mashburn up top to Gray, playing with 4 fouls, going right at Brown. And a double dribble. He had stopped and then tried to dribble again. You don't see that often.
Nope. Yep.
So Rhode Island up the floor. Temple's hit its last 3 from the field. Rhode Island hasn't hit a field goal in over 3 minutes.
Yep.
Turnover's a major concern.
Yep. Temple's been very good active with their hands.
Brown over Gray.
Wow.
Got it.
Got to front him inside. They let him get the ball too easy, too deep. Your Temple.
Brown with 21 to lead the game. Mashburn misses. Hard tumble with contact. Brown and Gray. 4 on 4. Green on the trail. Deep 3. No. Weak side one by Rhode Island. You can almost see and feel a little bit of fatigue settling in on both sides.
Oh, yeah. Game's played at a high tempo. Go inside to Brown again. Give him a screen. Go inside, big fella.
House. Oh, Thomas springs free, but a bad pass out of bounds.
You got a heck of a game. Going to be tight down the stretch. Two good teams. Go inside, big man. The big guy gets it. Good things happen. Brown is his world. We're just passing through it.
Let's revisit the keys to the game. Brought to you by the Massachusetts Office of Travel and Tourism. How they holding up?
Yep. For Temple, a little help from my friends. Well, Mashburn's getting a lot of help from his friends. 63, the Beatles would love that. Control the tempo. Doing a pretty good job. 1.1 points per possession for Temple. That's pretty good. For the Rams, born to run. 10 fast break points. Season average 6, so they got to run more. And let it rain. 7 for 21 from three-point land.
Jamal Mashburn Jr., a rough first half. He has sprung to life in the second.
Been great. King in the mid-range. Does a great job. 16, 18 foot. He's money. He loves that. Stops, jumps up, under control.
3 of his 4 field goal makes since the break, and Pop's in the building, helping to coach him up a bit, too.
Yeah. His dad's telling him, stop and go. His dad's coaching. That was a great player, class guy. Great player at Kentucky and NBA, had a good career. Proud of his son.
So here come the Owls. Rhode Island has led for over 22 minutes in this game, but Temple came back from down 16 to take a lead.
Yep.
Deadlocked with 3.5 to go.
Yep.
Mashburn sees a seam, glides to the rim, bucket.
It's like a different player, John, second half.
Now Thomas and the Rams look for response. Both teams in double bonus.
Going inside.
Brown
Gotta give
wants
help.
it. Gray fronts, Green, extra pass, House. Spinning in the lane.
Wow.
Only the second bucket of the game for Jaden House.
House is terrific attacking the basket.
Temple playing its 3rd game in 7 days. Rhode Island 2 games removed from double overtime and its lone loss to in-state Brown. Settle stepping back. He's got a career high 6 threes, but they're a rare miss tonight. Thomas wins it. His threes have been a huge part of the Temple comeback.
No question, John. Keep going inside to the big fella, Javonte Brown. Have him screen and roll to the basket. Walk inside. He's too big to handle for Temple right now.
Very deliberate possession. House explodes, misses, out of bounds. It is Temple ball.
Ooh.
It looked like Gray might have cupped that ball. Our view was not best.
Here we go. Mashburn drive. Attacking the basket. That rested him good the second half.
Here come the Owls, led by Mashburn. Under 2 minutes. Mid-range, off iron. Thomas.
Pick and roll, excuse me, John. Sebastian Thomas, have him go downhill. Ball screen from him. Go downhill.
Brown screen, reaching foul by Berry. That'll be his second. That means 2 shots. Thomas with 12 points already. Trying to put Rhode Island back ahead. Coming up next, we'll head to the studio, get in-depth highlights and analysis, the latest Tubes action as we go coast to coast on Inside College Basketball right here on CBS Sports Network. This game shades of one of the more wild matchups in series history. A-10 championship back in 1999 came down to the very final shot. Could it shape up that way again? Contested to Zoni. That's a tough bucket.
Big time shot. Heck of a move that time by Zoni.
Green. Burrell. Partially rejected by Settle. Loose. Green. Forced shot. Gray's got it. A minute. Mashburn spinning. Could not finish. Loose ball, Rhode Island. 45 seconds. Across, timeout. That'll leave Rhode Island with one. Temple's got two. 37.6. What's going on in these huddles?
Well, right now, we say, if you're Rhode Island now, we want to get the ball inside. I would put the ball in my best player's hands. Sebastian Thomas set a ball screen for him. Have the big guy, Javonte Brown, roll to the basket. Try to throw it to the big guy. If not, skip it to the corner, and then throw it back inside. I go inside if I can to Brown, or have Sebastian Thomas, my talented point guard, go downhill. If I'm Temple, believe it or not, John, I would consider playing a zone. Because of foul trouble now, 2 shots. They haven't played it all game, so they probably will not do it. But I like changing defenses.
Temple's got the arrow and 2 timeouts. Rhode Island's got the ball.
Yep.
1999, let's go to Philadelphia. A-10 title game. It came down to this. Lamar Odom, Rhody legend. Game winner at the buzzer. Baggy shorts, big buckets. That was the first A-10 tournament title for Rhode Island. Now, they had a huge run to the Elite Eight the year before.
Yep.
But that wasn't quite the same team. And it meant that title game had even more weight. They would not have been in the NCAA tournament without besting Temple on that day.
Young man from New York City, Lamar Odom, a great player in college. Played a little bit afterwards.
Well, Temple has won the last 7. These teams haven't met in over a decade. Rhode Island hasn't beaten Temple since 2009. The all-time series overwhelmingly owned by the Owls, 57-15.
Yep. Got plenty of time, 22 seconds. Now, if you're Temple, don't foul. Make him make a shot. Don't put him in the free throw line to get 2 shots. If you're Rhode Island, let's get a good shot. Let's get a ball screen for my best player, Sebastian Thomas, and have the big guy, Brown, roll to the basket. If they play him, skip it to the corner, then try to throw it inside. Brown's been great around the basket, John. Temple has no answer for the big guy, number 31 for Rhode Island.
He's on the front of this stack. House to call the break at the hash. Thomas in the backcourt. Lawrence shovel back to Thomas, 13. Ball screen, Brown cuts cup. Thomas feeds Green, 9 to shoot. To Thomas, hesitant 3, got it! A huge triple for Sebastian Thomas! And it looks like a foul on Berry to boot.
Definitely.
He hit the 3, and it's a chance at a 4-point play to make it a 2-possession game.
Unbelievable. John, you can go home again. So Rhode Island, first 2 years, went to Albany, comes back. Good call, got him on the wrist. Swish.
That is
wow.
Berry's 3rd. So Thomas with a huge free throw that would force Temple to get an and 1-3 of its own to try to tie. Fuchs subs in, Brown goes out.
Yep. A lot of confidence by Sebastian Thomas.
He had a similar dagger 3 that cemented the win over Providence a few games ago.
No. Tremendous confidence, very talented player.
It's a 4-point play to take a 4-point lead.
Yep. Got to drive the ball now, Temple. You don't need a 3 unless it's wide open.
16 seconds. Mashburn hits heel. Borgazoni. And he gets stripped. Thomas. He is fouled. 10.1. Thomas to the line. Archie Miller's team has lost 1 game all year. It came in double overtime to Brown. in that game, Thomas suffered a foot injury. He did not play last time out, but his return to the floor has seen some major moments.
Yep.
Foul to settle his third. Thomas with 19 points. Up 6, and the last 6 all poured in by Sebastian Thomas. 9 seconds. Temple gets it across at a timeout called by Adam Fisher with 6.7. So Temple talks it over, but time not on the Owls' side. Looking at a 6-point hole. It's a 6-0 run by Thomas himself in 15 seconds.
Yep. He was behind the 3. He was.
Yeah, we're just taking a look at it. It's officially 3. There's no debate about that. So 6.7. What do you do if you're Temple?
Not much you can do. I mean, 2-possession game. Throw it underneath the basket and try to score. Try to get a steal. But it's tough. Well, you have to shoot a 3 because you need 2 possessions, John. I would set a screen, have a guy run the baseline, set a double screen on the base and throw it to the deep in the corner, try to shoot a 3. Clock stops if it goes in. And you got to get a steal, another shot.
Now their best shooter by percentage on the season is Jamal Mashburn Jr. But he is 0 for 5 from 3 tonight. Steve Settle, who is a solid outside shooter on the year, is having the best game of his career. He has canned 6 triples in the game in 9 attempts. So DeSoni will call the break. 6.7. Temple in dire need of a lightning quick bucket and a turnover, unless the silliest of fouls might arrive in this critical double bonus time.
Yep. Yep. I'd screen along the baseline, try to get a jumper for 3. You got to shoot a 3 because not much time left. It'd take a miracle, though, for Temple to win right now with this so little time left.
Kick to Settle for 3. No. Rebound, Rhode Island. Rams are going to win it. The Rams go to 11-1. A fantastic non-conference season. One of the best starts for the Rams in a long time. 85-79 behind the power of Thomas. Archie Miller's team will go into conference play 10 games over 500, while the Owls see their 3-game winning streak come to a halt. They are now 7-5. Rhode Island's first win over Temple since 2009. Thomas with his 4th career double-double, a big part of it. But we'll step aside. We'll be back with more. Sebastian Thomas scored the last 6 for the Rams by himself. This money triple with an and 1 for 4. 85-79, Rhode Island tops Temple. Sebastian Thomas with a 6-0 run by himself to close it out. And on the floor now, our own Pete Gillen with the winning head man, Archie Miller.
Thanks, John. Archie, tremendous victory. What was the key to your comeback to win this game?
You know, it was a crazy game. I didn't think we took care of the ball for 3/4 of it very well, but when we did, we were able to put a run on, give us a cushion in the first half, and then sort of went back and forth. I didn't think we played particularly smart tonight, but we did enough to beat a good team. And you know, Sebastian, obviously, he's the go-to guy under the gun, and he delivered again for us.
Unbelievable. Sebastian Thomas was at Rhode Island 2 years, went to Albany. You can go home again, Archie. How good is he?
You can. He's terrific in terms of how he can make plays for others and score himself. That's what's different about him now than it's probably ever been before. Is he's a threat on distributing or shooting, but he was clutch at the line. It's been clutch for us. It was good to have him because in a game like this, you need somebody to make a play.
No problem. You made a lot of plays at NC State, but thank you, Archie. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thanks. Merry Christmas.
We got Sebastian. We can find that young man. But, all right. Hi, Sebastian. Pete Gillen. Nice to see you. Congratulations. Congratulations, Sebastian. Great victory. What was the key to your team when you're going back and forth? What was the biggest thing you think come out with the victory?
We had to get stops defensively. I think locking in on defense. They had a few actions that were killing us. So down the stretch, we had to lock in defensively. Team effort and get stops, and then obviously on the offensive end, put the ball in the basket, hit free throws, and then that's what got us the win.
How about the big shot at the end now? You really feel that coming in? What did you think going into that shot?
I knew I wanted my teammate to pass me the ball. You know what I'm saying? I have confidence in myself, a lot of confidence. And I've been in that situation before. I've hit a shot like that before, so I wanted the ball, and I ended up making it. So.
Yeah. How'd you get such confidence then? When you were young, a little bit, it was up and down, your confidence. How do you maintain that?
Really just throughout my play, putting in work each and every day, getting better with the guys pushing me, the coaches pushing me. It really gives me confidence out there to go and perform.
Now, Rhode Island was picked 11th in the A-10. How good can this team be this year?
We can be really good. I think we're at the top of the conference, or something at the top, I think 1 or 2. But if we keep continue to do what we do, I feel like we have a good shot at winning the A-10.
Congratulations. Good luck the rest of the way, Sebastian.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Appreciate that, Coach. Rams get the win, 85-79. This has been a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. What a grand celebration of the great game of basketball. Kind thanks to the folks at the nearby hall. If you haven't been, go. Time now to go to our New York studios. It's a basketball double dip on World Basketball Day. And studio breakdown still to come. So long from Springfield.